Good morning, you all. Nice to see you. We've got some new faces, some familiar faces. Everyone's starting to join. There's still some people joining. Hi, Julie. How are you? And your little mini. So this is so cool. I love seeing everyone here. We have a really beautiful day scheduled for everyone. Admit another one. Okay. I am, so today is all about the Bahamas. And we have a few things that have shifted a little with the day, but it's still, you know, everything's on schedule. So this morning we, Alex Kaufman, who is a really popular yoga teacher in Nassau. Sadly, yesterday her sister passed away, and she was leading us this morning in yoga. So we have Mykah Smith. Give us a wave, Mykah. Give us a wave there. This is Mykah, another beautiful soul there in the Bahamas, and she is leading us this afternoon as well. So Mykah's jumped in for this morning too. So I really wanted to just send some love and really positive energy to Alex, because she's definitely going through a hard time this morning. So maybe we can set our intention for the practice for Alex this morning. So before we do get started, I'm still letting several in, so we have, so the flow for this morning, I have this really beautiful video that's only 30 seconds that was put on by the Bahamas Tourism Board, just addressing really what we're all going through. So we'll start with that, and then I'll introduce Mykah. We'll go through a really beautiful class, and then we'll get into Abaco a little bit. And we have Chef Simeon, who is a celebrity chef from the Bahamas, will be joining us just before we break for lunch. So we're gonna keep this morning session to 2 hours. So we'll be watching the time just to honor all of your schedules. Wow, we have a good group this morning. So how is everyone feeling? We've got a few new people. Any new people wanna raise their hand? We've got Julie. Julie, I'll unmute you if you want to say hello, Julie.
Hi, how is everyone doing today?
And your mini.
Yeah.
Frida, right?
This is Frida. Frida, say hi.
Hi, Frida.
She has her mat next to me, so we're both with our yoga mats.
Oh, good. Perfect.
Am I supposed to wear shoes or no shoes?
No shoes. Is this your first time doing yoga?
No, I've done yoga, but I don't do it enough.
Okay. No shoes, no socks either.
I get fed up. You're not wearing
You want to have sticky feet. I'm still letting some people in. Okay, anyone else? Anyone else new that we haven't seen yet on the virtual retreat? You want to raise your hand? No, I think I see a newbie down there. Let me change your name. I'm going to change your name over here to Kira, because I know that's not your name. There you are. All right, so I think we've got most of everyone. Hi, Chef Simeon, you want to say hello? Oh, I got to unmute you, sorry. Let me unmute you. Where are you? There you are. Okay, there you are, Chef.
Good morning, everybody. Morning, morning, morning.
We've got Chef's going to give us some tastes later if we can, just before lunchtime. So without further ado, I am going to play this very short video from the Bahamas to open us up before we introduce. Oh wait, do we have a question from Miriam? Miriam, do you have a question? You have your hand up. Hold on. Did you do it? Do you want me to unmute you? I'll unmute you. Miriam?
Hey, how are you? No question. I was just saying it was a wave hello. That's all.
A wave. Okay. All right, cool. So I am going to play this for you all. So give me a moment. Share. All right.
I wanna get away. I wanna fly away. At times like these, we're all reminded that storms come and storms go. And what matters the most is that we come together as one. You were there for us, and when the storm passes, we will be here for you.
All right. So, as you all know, the Bahamas really represents so much resilience. They've been through a whole lot before this pandemic. And we'll get into that a little bit later this afternoon. But I think that we have a lot of lessons to learn here from the Bahamas. So I would like to introduce Mykah Smith, who I will put on our spotlight for a moment. This is Mykah. She's going to be leading us this morning. She has such a beautiful face, and I've gotten to know her over the last few weeks, just planning this virtual retreat. And she's been teaching yoga for almost 10 years. She's coming to us from Nassau. And
I've been practicing for almost 10 years.
fair enough. Okay, practicing. And she's combining mindfulness with therapy, and she really focuses on Vinyasa yoga. So I think she'll take us through a strong practice. We do have some beginners there, so hopefully you're a little gentle on us. But I will pass it along to Mykah.
Good morning, everyone. I am so honored to be here today to share this space and this time with you all. Unfortunately, I am teaching this class because Alex, a very beautiful soul and sweet friend of mine, has lost her sister. So I guess during this time, I would really like us to focus our attention on one of the 4 immeasurables in yoga, which we call metta, or loving kindness. And if we can really kind of foster that energy within ourselves as we go through this practice, but also kind of send some of that towards our lovely friend Alex, I think that would be wonderful for us to do in this practice. So this is a beginner-friendly full body flow. It is inspired by the primary rocket yoga sequence. So I would not call this a rocket yoga class, but more of a rocket-inspired yoga class. There have been modifications made to the sequence, and it's going to just really be a good way to wake up and loosen up our bodies and again, practice kindness with each posture. So if you feel a little tight, remember you can always back off, bend the knees where you need to, fold a little less deeply. Just listen to your body as you go through this practice and really foster the idea of extending loving kindness to yourself. So if you join me, we're going to hit up the mat. Can everyone hear me okay? Okay, we're going to come to the front of our mat, lower down onto all fours. Bring the big toes together to touch. Exhale, draw the hips down towards the heels. Extend the palms forward, coming into child's pose. We're going to take a few big bellyful inhales and exhales here. And this is where we find a cadence of breath that will sustain our practice. So really play around with engaging the core, breathing down into the pit of the belly. And as you inhale, you want to make sure that your inhales and exhales are even. So have a nice, slow, controlled inhale. Slow, controlled exhale. Inhale in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth as if you're fogging up a mirror. Take about 5 more breaths like that. So you want to hear that hissing kind of noise and really think about the constriction in your throat. Nice, big, bellyful inhales and exhales. 5 more breaths, just like that. Really focus on building the cadence of your breath here. So we're gonna go through sun salutation B. Inhale, reach up, palms pressed together. Here you wanna make sure that you're squeezing the core nice and tight. Exhale, hips lower. Wanna make sure that the knees are stacked over the ankles. Weight in the heels, chair pose. Nice big bellyful inhales and exhales here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step back into high plank. Roll forward onto the tiptoes. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bring that right foot forward between the hands. Squeezing, plant that back heel. Inhale, up, warrior one. Exhale, plant the palms. Inhale, step back into high plank. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg sweeps high. Left foot plant between the hands. Inhale, reach up, plant that back heel, warrior one. Exhale, plant the palms. Inhale, step back into high plank. Shift forward, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Shift the gaze forward, gentle bend in the knees. Walk the feet towards the hands. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Sweep up, chair pose. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, mountain pose. We have 2 more sun A's. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, chair pose. We really want to think about shifting that weight back. If you feel like your toes are grabbing onto the mat, try to lift all 10 toes. Really shift that weight into the heels. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant the palms. Inhale, step back, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing. Sweep that heel high. Exhale, bring that foot forward, reach up. Warrior two. Warrior one. I keep saying warrior two. Exhale, plant the palms. Inhale, step back, high plank. Shift that weight forward. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Lift the left leg high. Sweep that foot forward. Plant back heel. Reach up. Warrior one. Exhale, plant the palms. Step that foot back. Shift the weight forward. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Gaze shifts between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees. Walk the feet towards the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, ride that breath up. Palms pressed together, upward salute. Exhale, mountain pose. How's everyone feeling? Our sun salutation B's are designed to build that fire, that heat. So we're firing up Last one. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Here. Next, exhale, fold, plant the palms. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Sweep the right foot high. Bring the feet between the hands. Inhale, reach up, warrior one. Exhale, plant the hands. Step that foot back. Shift the weight forward, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward. Sweep the left leg forward, high. Bring it forward between hands. Plant that back, reach up. Warrior two. Exhale, plant the palms. Step back into high plank. Last chaturanga for the warming. Exhale, lower. Inhale, upward. Exhale, down. Walk front of your inhale, reach up. Upward facing. Palms flip by side. Mountain pose. How is everyone feeling? Guys look great. You look great. All right, let's keep the fire going. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, chair pose. We're gonna hold our chair pose 5 breaths. You're welcome to stay in a static chair pose, or you can play with lifting one heel at a time, and then both heels. 2 more breaths. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, chair pose. Heels grounded this time. Interlace the fingers. Flip the palms forward. Exhale, fold that chair in half. Draw that navel up into the pit of the belly. Exhale, fold. Keeping the right foot where it is. Step the left foot back. Squeeze the thighs together. Reach nice and tall, coming into crescent lunge. Here, we want to make sure that we're not fraying the ribs out, having a deep arch in the back. Think about closing up the core, making it nice and tight. Exhale, drop that back heel. Shift the hips towards the wall. Our gaze, our drishti, is over that middle finger. And we find warrior two. Exhale, reset the feet. I'm gonna turn this way so you can see me. Shift both feet to face forward. You want the second toe facing directly forward. Shift the feet out to a 45-degree angle. Inhale, reach up. We find 5-point star. Exhale, lower. We find our goddess pose. Beautiful and powerful pose. A common mistake here is to send the hips back and the knees fall inward. So we look something like this. Think about sweeping the pelvis under. Tuck the pelvis under and use those inner thigh muscles to roll the legs back. So here you're able to find more depth. Really use those inner thigh muscles. You can even take the hands and place them gently on the knees. Find a gentle sway, some movement. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, warrior two.
left side. So we reset the feet again, coming into warrior two. Again, we're using that inner thigh. We want the knee to track between the second and third toe. Shift forward to left, coming onto the ball of that foot. We find our crescent lunge. Welcome to stay here, or you can bring those hands to heart center and begin to shift that way forward, finding warrior three. Hands, welcome to stay at heart center, or you can reach. Exhale, step back into your lunge. Plant the palms. Move through Vinyasa, Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing. Shift the gaze forward, bend the knees. Walk the feet towards the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, palms float to side. We come to the top of our mat, facing forward, so the length of the mat. Inhale, step the feet open. You want to make sure that the feet are about 2 to 3 feet wide. We are going to go through the Prasarita Padottanasana series A through C. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, extend the palms, arms and palms out in front of you. Inhale, lift the heart and chest. Exhale, fold. Palms plant firmly on the mat in front of you. If you feel comfortable here, you're welcome to stay. If you want a little bit more, you can bring the fingertips in line with the toes and find a deeper stretch here. Remember, you want to shift the weight forward into the balls of the feet. You don't want to lean back through the hips. So you want the ankles to be aligned with the knees. Everything stacked, nothing pushing back. Welcome to stay here. If you have headstand in your practice, now we can take that tripod headstand, finger spread ride. We lower the crown of the head towards the mat. Shifting the weight forward, we tuck one knee and then the other. Welcome to stay here, or you can move the knees to tuck tight in front of you. Inhale, press up, keep the core tight. Exhale, lower. Nice big belly full inhales and exhales. If you are still here, on that next inhale, roll up one vertebrae at a time. Coming nice and tall. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. You have two options here. You can either interlace the elbows on the exhale, or you can find prayer hand mudra. Inhale, lift the heart and chest forward. Exhale, fold. Here you want to make sure back and toes are pointing directly forward. You're hinging at the waist, reaching through, making the spine nice and long. Exhale. You can either release the hands and plant them to rise, or keep the hands behind the back. Inhale, roll up one vertebrae at a time. Exhale, release. If you feel like you need to give a gentle shake or just move the hips to release some of that tension, you're welcome to do that now. Shake, 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 shake. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, we fold. This time we're taking the peace fingers to the insides of our big toes. You are welcome to keep the arms straight, or you can bend the elbows as you reach down, finding more length. So keep the toe pressing down towards the mat and the fingers pulling into the toes. Nice big belly full inhales and exhales. Inhale, rise, release those fingers and roll up. Here we're gonna give gentle sway from side to side. Release any of that tension. And from here, we're going to lower down into our middle split. So if you have a straddle like me, you can hold your straddle here. If you have blocks or a book or something that you can use, you're welcome to. Lower the hips all the way down to the ground. And a straddle simply means that you have not got the full split yet, like me. So you can find a nice middle straddle. This is an excellent pose to help you work towards your middle split. So if your feet are as wide as you can bear or as feels comfortable, you're welcome to stay here. If you want a little bit more, you can place one palm in front, one palm behind, and use that to kind of scoop your way forward. Just bring this down so you guys can see me. Perfect. So we're in our middle straddle, and just breathe from left to right. Find a little bit of movement. Really think about reaching through the side body. And a lot of times yoga is postures, yes, but it's a lot of responding to how our bodies feel and finding beautiful little intuitive movements that allow us to have a little bit more access to what our body really needs and meet those needs. Beautiful, beautiful. If you have some kind of block or something to give you leverage, you can grab those now. If you don't, that is also fine. What we want to do is we want to take one block, place it in front, grip it firmly with our hand. Our second block goes behind us. We either want to flex the toes into the belly or point them firmly, but we want our whole leg engaged. And this is a concept borrowed from Rocket Yoga. It's called Mula bandha checks. So from here, you can find a lot of cool transitions, but today we're just going to focus on checking our Mula bandha. So you want to plant firmly into those two hands, one in front, one behind. You want them to be kind of in line with your left hip. So we inhale, lift the heart and chest. Exhale, fold and lift. And lower. Take a few deep breaths. And you really do find a bit more height or leverage if you do it on some thick books or on blocks. It gives you a bit more room to get the hips up off the mat. One more time on the left side. Inhale up. Exhale, fold and press. Really think about drawing the legs up, squeezing the core nice and tight. Take those same blocks, switch sides. Nice straddle posture. Point those toes as if you're trying to press them against the floor. Inhale, lift the heart and chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press. One side is going to be more difficult than the other, so just prepare for that. Bring a gentle shake. And we find our last Mula bandha check, right side. Inhale, heart and chest lift. Exhale, fold and press. Bring a gentle shake to the legs. Wiggle it out. Finding a nice wide middle straddle again. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, left arm wraps around the body. And we reach over to the left side. Now here, you're welcome to point or flex the toes, but you want to make sure that the toes stay pointing upward towards your ceiling. If the arm is coming across the face here, think about rolling the shoulder back and lifting the heart and chest forward. Inhale, come back to center. Right arm wraps around the body. Inhale, extend that left arm up. Lower over to your right side. Remember, this is a twist, so we're rolling the body forward, heart and chest come forward. Keep the toes flexed or pointed. And inhale, come back to center. Roll the shoulders back and then roll the shoulders forward. Taking your blocks, you place them off to the side. We come to the length of our mat into Dandasana staff pose. Inhale, reach up nice and tall. Exhale, fold. Forward seated fold. Now the trick here is we want to make sure that we're not hunching the back, right? So we want to roll the shoulders back, lift the head and chest forward, and keep our gaze forward. This is going to stop us from looking down and hunching. We're drawing in, and remember we just did our Mula bandha checks. So recall the energy lock that you engaged there and really use that to help you fold. And you can keep the toes either pointed or flexed here as well. Inhale, roll up one vertebrae at a time. We draw the right leg in towards the inner thigh. So the foot of the right leg is on the inner thigh. Inhale, reach up. You have our toe here is either flexed or pointed. And we fold. Here you want to make sure that the body is tracking along the left leg. Inhale, roll up one vertebrae at a time. Extend the other leg out. Exhale, left foot comes to right inner thigh. Inhale, reach up. And again, that toe is either pointed or flexed. Exhale, fold. Nice big bellyful inhales and exhales. We have 2 more breaths here. Inhale, extend that leg out in front of you. Next, we're going to go into Navasana or boat pose. So we have some options here. You can keep the palms planted on the mat and just bring the ankles in line with the knees, toes flexed or pointed. You can bring the hands to the backs of the knees. Hold that there. You can keep the hands on the backs of the knees and fully extend all the way up. Move down to the ankles. You can lower the knees, extend the arms, or do that one. But I'm not gonna do that, but you're welcome to. So I'm gonna take the option to hold my ankles as I reach up. Or you can plant the hands and keep the legs up as well. 2 more breaths here. Remember, knees can be here. And exhale, release. Bring the feet together, find cobbler's pose. Gently butterfly the legs. Inhale, lower flat onto the back. Bend the knees, so we want to make sure the ankles are stacked under the knees. Walk the heels back towards the hips as much as you can. Plant the palms firmly down by your side. And exhale, press the pelvis up towards the ceiling. Squeeze the glutes. Come into bridge pose. Nice big bellyful inhales and exhales here. You're welcome to stay here if you wish. If you want a little bit more, or you have it in your practice, the next step we're gonna take is wheel pose. So you wanna make sure that you bring the palms down by the ears. Keep the elbows drawing in towards the center. Stay nice and strong. Root firmly through the feet. And inhale, press up. Really lift the heart and chest forward. Squeeze the glutes. Be mindful of the knee placement, so don't let the knees fray out to the side. You want to keep them drawn towards the midpoint. Keep that kinetic chain of energy flowing strong. And exhale, lower all the way back down onto your mat. Take a few breaths here. Knees stay bent. This time, we plant the heels, lift the hips. Bring the arms and the palms face down underneath the hips. Exhale, roll the knees tightly into the chest. Deep belly full inhale. Exhale, press back. Coming into plow pose or deaf man's pose. The choice is yours here. You can also bring the hands to the lower back for a bit more support. When you feel ready, inhale, coming into a full expression of shoulder stand. Exhale, knees come in towards the face. We bring our hands to our lower back, hunch the back, coming into a cat back, nice and firm. And we lower the hips all the way back down onto the mat. Extend the legs. Left knee comes to chest. We lower the left knee over to the left side. To keep the arms in T position, both shoulder blades on the mat. Nice big belly full inhales and exhales. And inhale, bring that leg all the way over to the left side. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, extend. Inhale, draw the right knee into the chest. Exhale, right knee lowers over to left side. Big belly full inhales and exhales. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, right leg to right side. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, extend. Big belly full inhales and exhales. In through the nose and out through the mouth. On your next exhale, gently close the eyes, remaining in Savasana. As we go through the next few moments of this meditation, I want us to focus on metta, like I said at the beginning, our loving kindness towards ourselves and to those who need it right now. But I also want us to focus on what it is that we've been shedding throughout this process of a global lockdown. Have we been thinking about this as a negative loss of money, loss of time, loss of productivity? Or have you been using this time to join in the collective breath? You can just take one simple look at nature and see how necessary this global pause was for all of us. So I challenge you as you go through the rest of this lockdown to see how you can incorporate not only loving kindness, but gratitude for this time that you can find new ways to connect, to spend time with family, to work through inner issues, and to heal yourself so that you can go back out into the world, not only being a more productive person, but being a more aware and kind and loving, caring, sharing, and giving person. Take a deep bellyful inhale. Loud sighing exhale. When you feel ready, come into a comfortable, easy seat, keeping the eyes gently closed. If there are 3 lessons that I had to take from my people to share with you, life lessons and perspectives. 1 would be better days are always coming. You just have to stick in there. 2, community is everything, and it is the only way that you can survive hard times. And 3, Bahamian people have an unwavering and steadfast faith, not only in God, our creator, but also in ourselves, in our fellow Bahamians. So I encourage you to have a resilience that can withstand any tests, whether it be physical, mental, emotional. Ground yourself down in a community who will be there to support you through thick and thin. And 3, be steadfast in your faith in yourself and those that you can trust. Thank you so much for taking this time to share in this practice with me. I pray that the spirit of resilience, community, and faith that dwells within each Bahamian person will reside with you today. Until next time, love all, serve all, and create no sorrow. Om Namah Shivaya. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you, Mykah. How's everyone feeling?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your patience with our little technology this morning. I hope that I was able to improvise a little bit for you all. And thank you, Mykah, for coming back to us. How is everyone feeling? Feeling a little open? You all look very bright. It's nice to see all your faces.